First, we're gonna react to some setups from some YouTubers, some Fortnite YouTubers. I got this idea because Jerian apparently shouted me out in his video, but we're gonna make this into a YouTube video, so make sure to go subscribe to the YouTube. Maybe we can look at some of the things that they could do better, but also some of the things that each creator has in common in terms of being a content creator, like for their setups, if that makes sense. Just because creators gaming setup versus your normal gamers gaming setup will be probably a little different, so we can look at it. So today we are reacting to 4 setups to start. ItsJerian, a lot of you guys probably know who that is. FaZe, Flea, MrFreshAsian, and then Formula. Each video is decently long. It should be interesting. I haven't watched any of these yet.
Good evening and welcome to the real ItsJerian 2022 setup tour.
I wonder what has changed.
This is the setup. Not much has really changed since last year.
Wait, does he have...
We're gonna go...
Why does it look like there's like plastic on top of his keyboard? PS5? The plastic is a dust cover. Okay, does he always keep it on top? Is it like one of the dust covers that you put on like a MacBook, or is it like one of the ones that you just get with your keycaps and you put on and then you take off, you put on and you take off? It comes with the keycaps. Okay, Jared, you might be watching this video. I would not do that. Like, I don't know, it just seems annoying to do. You know what I mean? Put on and take off. I mean, you know, if it works, it works. Yeah, if it works, it works. You know, good for him. Ooh, Viper Ultimate G Pro or Super Light. That's a regular G Pro, I can tell because that's RGB. An interface. It's pretty simple. That's a good countertop. It's a good desk. In terms of the desk, it's a really nice desk and like it works. It's basically the same thing as mine, except I have a different countertop. So I have 2 Alex drawers as well. If you guys do go to IKEA, I'd recommend getting 2 Alex drawers if you can, especially because having an Alex drawer on one side and then legs on the other side, it will still be a little bit unstable. So having 2 Alex drawers makes it so it doesn't move at all. You can be like swinging your arm, playing low sends and val, and your monitor won't move, especially if it's mounted to the desk. And they're fairly cheap, especially for the space that you can get. The depth isn't that crazy, so I mean, I know some desks will be like very deep. These being countertops, they aren't as deep, but if you mount your monitors, you're good.
So it's a 3090 i9.
Bro, that shit is dusty. That shit is dusty. I'm just kidding. Chill, bro. That's that shit.
Stuff up, but I'm too lazy.
Yeah, put a gif of me. Nah, definitely a fire PC though. He didn't take off. Chat, I'm sorry, I'm pressed about this, but look, I don't think he either. There's like dust built up in the corner, or he didn't take off like the piece. It's where he ripped it. Oh, so you're saying like it's a little bit left? That means he could probably take off the glass and then pull it off, right? He needs an RGB strip on the back of his setup. It's just a little hint that adds something. I know he mostly does white, so he can probably do like a white RGB strip. That would look clean. Or he can get some like light bars on the back of his monitors. This is all aesthetic though. It doesn't really change anything. Of course I get an ad, bro.
Turn it off.
By far, the key lights are the best lights you can get as a streamer. Ring lights are too big and they're too bulky. If you are gonna get a ring light, get an Elgato one, but in my opinion, key lights are better because you can have them straight up, you can have them to the side. He got the plant without a pot. That's pretty smart though. That's what I do. I literally have the same plant, but it's in a pot to hide the cables. So that's pretty smart. He put some thought into it. He should go into the Razer software and change this light right here to white. Jaren, if you're watching this, I need to put you on. You need to get the G Pro dock. It's literally the same thing as the Viper Ultimate dock. Can it focus, please? Okay, well, you can see it. It's literally the same thing. You just change the puck on the bottom of your super light. You can take out the magnet so it's not as heavy. And then your super light or your G Pro or whatever goes on. And then you could stick this on your desk and then plug it in here. And then bam, it's another wireless charger thingy.
We have my Focusrite Scarlett.
That's a good interface. I used to use it. If you guys have a Focusrite Scarlett Solo, what you can do, especially he needs to dust his desk. What you can do is you can get a skin on D-Brand, I believe, either D-Brand, but they have them on a bunch of places, and you can just wrap this so it's not red anymore. You can change it to like black or white. Yeah, so he's a cloud lifter. He's using a SM7B on a Rode PSA1 connected to a cloud lifter, connected to his Focusrite Scarlett Solo.
This is like $500. It's expensive.
Microphone setups are really expensive, but I don't recommend investing into them until you can make decent money from streaming your content because, you know, most microphones sound good enough. As long as your mic settings aren't horrible, you should be good. Here we got another ad. He's using an A6400 with the kit lens. Not bad, honestly, especially like for what he does. This does the job more than fine. It's a good camera. Oh my god. Hey, it's not bad though. You know, I respect it. If Jerian really wanted to be perfect about all of his cables and stuff, he can invest in longer cables. So, you know, for his HDMI or DisplayPort cables, his power cables, usually 10 feet will be good. It depends on what you have and how far your PC is, but having that extra slack is helpful. So, oh, he has an Apex Pro, not a Huntsman. Damn, that shit's... Dang, the dust cover ain't working. Hey, someone tell him that shit ain't working.
We also have the nut button. What do you do when I see?
Oh no, you ain't getting away with that, chat.
A few moments later.
Chat, I need a nut button. At the carts. Alright, we good. Wait, what the hell's that?
Acoustic soundboards.
Acoustic soundboards. Jaren, we gotta get you some more aesthetically pleasing acoustic sound panels, bro. There's so many better options. That is so ugly. They ain't doing shit. If you have a lot of sound panels, maybe it'll do something. So like, if he wants them to actually do something, he needs probably like a couple hundred. Like 100. Like even mine, I have maybe like 40 of them and they don't do anything because my room is so big. Like it's purely for aesthetic. Bro, we gotta get Jerian a Mavix chair.
Aim low. I watched him and how he did it, and I kind of managed the cables.
Oh yeah, W's. Chat, we made it. I made it in ItsJerian video. Mom, I'm quitting YouTube. Content creation and streaming. So there's 3 places I want to rank his or rate his setup. Usability, aesthetics, and originality. In usability, it's a 10. No, 9.5. And I say that because his monitor is tilted in and it cuts off half the desk. In terms of aesthetics, I give it like an 8. And that's because it doesn't do anything specifically crazy other than maybe his PC. But his PC is pretty minimal. Uniqueness and originality. He has a few things like, you know, like I never seen somebody have a nut button before. Somewhere in the 7-8 range is where I go. All right, we're gonna watch Fleas now. He has a whole room. There's a lot of stuff on this side. It's cool. I think, you know, the best part about his setup is that it's uniquely his own and he's not modeling it after someone else's. But you can tell that he just did what he wanted to do. I don't like how his PC glass, I know he has a mirror here, but his PC is like kind of like hidden away. But if he can like tilt his PC in a way that you could better see his PC, I think that would be cool.
With the basics, so as you can see, one of the
whole wall is empty. I think he could put his plaques here. I know we were talking about the fact that there's this big old desk on one side, everything's on one side, nothing on the other side. But I do like that it's not this much stuff on this side and this much stuff on this side, because then it's like very cluttered. I do like the design on the back. I've seen a lot of people do it, but I think that there are cleaner options with what he can do with soundproofing. He could have done like panels I have. They're like not white, but they're like slightly different, so it might add a little bit of contrast, but it don't look bad. It looks good. His cable management's pretty good. He has 4 monitors here. PC. Cable management on the desk isn't that good, but the cable management under the desk is good, which is interesting. I think the most unique thing about this setup is the long desk. The boy got a condom on his controller. Respect. Chat, what kind of camera is it? Someone tell me. 80D? Ah. Flea, get a full frame camera. It'll change your life. So, we gotta think about Flea. He wants super minimal, super clean. And in terms of that, he's done a good job. And the setup's unique, but it could definitely be cleaner. And it can definitely be more minimal. So, what I think could, like, if he really wanted to go all out, spend hella money, he could look into having an ultra wide for an editing setup. That might be interesting. Oh yeah, get a Mavix chair. I say functionality 8, aesthetics 8, but in terms of uniqueness, I give it a 9.5. No, I give it a 10 in terms of uniqueness. So like all around 8.5. I'm gonna look at NickEh30 setup too. We get to see like the whole progression. Yes, all that. I respect all the effort. This is pretty cool.
He installed completely new insulation.
W dad. Chat, that's a W dad if I've ever seen one. Dad's literally a demon, bro. Dad of the year. I know my dad's watching this. Dad, I love you. Okay, why do I just want to see his actual setup now? Chat, we're gonna skip to it. I'm sorry. 3 stream decks? Bro just got gear like crazy. I really like this. And I know it's his backup setup. The dad chat says I don't want to know. No more. What the fuck? He has 5-foot pedals. Cable management is beautiful. I don't want to see it no more. You know what I see? Literally like it's like a film set. That's what I see. Full functionality, no aesthetics.
New stream room.
That's a very interesting monitor setup. Cause like we spend so much time trying to figure out what's the best monitor setup, blah 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 blah. Like what will work the best. Bro just stacked 2 on top. He like, you know, there's usually like the 2 monitor setups. He just put it on top of it. I like his PCs. The other PC he has in the other room was like the cable management was horrible. Oh, that's just one PC. He just has he has 1, 2, 3 radiators. Is the Thermaltake P something, right? Like how he has 2 liquids. That's pretty interesting. So this is for his CPU, this is for his GPU. That's a very interesting camera angle.
Adjustable desk, of course, if I wanted to play standing up, in case I wanted to
He
get
said,
a
of
little
course,
stretch in.
plug Untitled. Oh yeah, chat. It's going on YouTube too. Me and Jake are releasing our hoodies soon. We are starting out our own brand. Me and Jake are the only people really putting money into it. We're really excited to see where it goes in terms of the brand itself and what we can do and what we can create. Make sure to stay tuned and follow the IG for that. It will be linked in the description. When do it drop? Before Christmas. Okay, bet.
I would be coming in there from my old stream room and leaving in.
Bro, that side's sick. You should put that in his actual.
Basically, we have a bathroom in here that my dad custom built, and I want to show you guys.
Dude, dad's literally a demon, bro.
The sink. Got some soap.
Oh, that's so sick, bro. This makes me want to build a house. Like seeing like a bathroom like this cool makes me want to, like, I don't know, I want to build a house. I think that's it. Number one, I feel like it's more of a film set, film studio. That's what it feels like. Because when you say setup, it is a setup, but it doesn't feel like traditional setup. You know what I mean? I give it a 9.5. I think the aesthetic behind his camera could be better. I don't know if he needs these panels, but they don't hurt. The rat's nest behind his desk could be fixed up, considering the fact they've put so much effort into cable management. Like, I respect the setup so much just because there's so much effort put into it. All right, chat, MrFreshAsian. I've never seen this. Some streamers just be having everything, bro. No stabilizer be like, he should have flown me out to film his video. Hey, any other streamer watching this, fly me out. I'll help you film your video. I'm not like crazy, but I know my way around a camera. Chat, I like this wall behind it. It's pretty unique. It's probably like a cement type thing. Bro, I think low-key, like, I've filmed my setup a million times, right? I low-key just want to go to other people's setups and film. It just seems so cool. Bro, that shit is literally like a dungeon. It's literally a dungeon. Oh, he has an ultra wide for editing. Chat, 10 out of 10 already. $1 million, chat. MrFreshAsian doesn't have a camera, huh? It's really unique aesthetically. Bro has a PS5 on display. Wait, what the fuck is that? Chat, that's sick. It has hella fun on mice.
This is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens.
He has dual PCs. His Go Express on the right. How do I feel about that? I don't know how to feel about that. Because like he has to take his hand off the mouse. SM7B. Literally every streamer has an SM7B. SM7B and a PSA 1 or a blue compass. But overall, like, I think this is the definition of a creative space, right? That's why I think I like most about it, because it's uniquely his own. I think that's all I really have to say about it. His setup for that, I mean, cables aren't perfect. None of that stuff's perfect. Over aesthetically, it's an 8. Unique it is and original it is. Aesthetics get at least an 8. Overall, like a 8.5. I want to watch Formula's video. I love Formula. All right, no, we'll watch it. We have time. My new $25,000 Fortnite gaming setup and room tour. Formula, you still owe me $100.
As you guys can see, there's a lot of space here. I can walk freely in it.
That's good. The fact that he has a lot of open space is really underrated.
My son, my baby Yoda, all right, he's a squishmallow. He's super.
It's very clean. You can definitely tell he put a lot of effort into it. That's just dope. I like how everything's white. He has a lot of like little things. He went to IKEA, got a little plant. He got Funkos. He has his nanos, which are his main source of light. Almost get sunset vibes in here. Okay, here's his setup. All right, the whole room is sick. The setup could use some work. He has, it looks like a sit stand desk probably. So some of these cables, it's hard to cable manage if you don't really watch a lot of videos and you're kind of just like, oh, how do I cable manage a sit stand desk? I don't know if it's sit stand because his PC's on the ground. Never mind, I lied. What I would do is get a bigger desk, considering the fact he has a beautiful PC that he probably spent thousands of dollars on. So yeah, so he can put his PC on the desk. He has an O11. Maybe get a mount. Oh, he can get that mount that connects to the key light for his camera. From there, if he has a bigger desk that has maybe some drawers, he doesn't have to have all this stuff on top of it, which would be pretty nice. I like that he has a monitor mount, gives him a lot more space for his mouse. Like in terms of gaming and stuff, he's chilling perfectly. I think it might be kind of difficult to have his monitor layout like this with his boom arm like this, because it kind of covers his whole second monitor. His actual room, I'm giving the background for his stream or his videos, like that is at least a 9. His actual setup though, I'm giving a 6.5. So overall 7. I don't know if that's what it equals out to, but I'm gonna just say 7. All right, but I think that's it. We reacted to JeriAN setup, Flea setup, MrFreshAsian setup, Formula setup, and NickEh30 setup. That's 5 setups. I don't know which one you guys think is your favorite. For me, it's between MrFreshAsian or NickEh30. Flea's is clean and cool. I think it's dope and unique, and I love seeing how each one of their creative spaces are different. But I just appreciate how much effort was put in a NickEh30 setup. But I do like how unique and original MrFreshAsian setup is. People will say Flea, some people will say Nick. I think I'm gonna go Nick at the end of the day, just because there's so much effort put into it. Chat, everybody in here, say hi to YouTube, and shout out to Colin, because Colin, you're editing this video. And if you guys haven't already, make sure to go subscribe. I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. And yeah.
I'm worried that this will all change. I'm worried about keeping you safe.